Hello there, this is the Shadow Ranger, back with another video. This will probably be longer than I'm planning it to be because I didn't really type out everything I want to point out. I'm just going to kind of speak from do this one off the top of my head. I've been meaning to do this video for a while, and I think I need to do it. Because I've said on here that I'm a big fan of TNA, and I do call the IWC out on a lot of things they say about TNA that I think are hypocritical and double standards and unfair criticisms. And I try to be fair and objective, and in an effort to not just come out as a total fucking TNA fanboy, because I don't like them people either. This is a list of things that I do not like about TNA. Just stuff that just fucking annoys me. Some of it I might just downright hate. Yes, I don't like everything about TNA. There is some shit that I do not like, and this video I'm going to talk about them. First and foremost, motherfucking takeover angles. Does there always gotta be somebody trying to take over TNA? From the time I started watching TNA in 2004, God, it's like there's always somebody trying to take over. There's always a power struggle. There's always a power struggle in TNA. From fucking Planet Jarrett to the Angle Alliance to fucking Main Event Mafia to Jeff Jarrett and Mick Foley talking about executive shareholder. Fucking Hogan and Dixie overturning and overruling each other all through 2010, and now we got the Immortal shit. Is there always somebody trying to take control of this company? Is every fucking month, is it who's gonna have the power, who's gonna have the control? This person's trying to run things, this person's in charge, this person's making matches and overruling everybody, and God, it gets on my nerves. I am so sick and tired of people trying to take over TNA. And I'm begging somebody in TNA, if you see this video, when this Immortal storyline come to an end, I'm expecting it to come to an end at either Lockdown or Slammiversary. I'm probably thinking Slammiversary more than Lockdown. Could we please have like just 6 months when nobody's trying to take over TNA? Where just 6 months where I don't have to see a pay-per-view preview that starts with Mike Tenay going, the fate of the company will be decided at this pay-per-view. The very future of this organization will be decided at this pay-per-view with the power of the control. God, can we put a stop to this? I cannot stand goddamn TNA power struggles and takeovers. And they can't make every faction does it too. And I'm a lover of factions. I love factions. I love great faction feuds. But can it just be two factions feuding over something? Does it have to be factions trying to control the company? Is it always have to be which faction is going to control the company? You know, I like like I said, I like factions. I love factions. I think there should be more factions in wrestling. I like seeing factions feud, but can they feud over who's the better group or who over a belt, a leader, or something? Does every fucking faction feud, does it always have to be somebody trying to take control of this damn company? I cannot stand it. I'm begging, when Immortal storyline is over, can we just have Dixie firmly in charge with no power struggles, no teasing, no dissension? Can it just be one person in charge? You know what I would really love to happen when the Immortal storyline is over? I would love for Dixie Carter to say, I'm tired of being on TV and I'm just gonna run my company from the office part. So for the day-to-day, week-to-week show operations, I'm putting in a new director of authority, and it's Sting. Sting's the authority figure, and that's it. No teasing tension between Dixie Carter and Sting. No having Dixie Carter show up and overrule Sting's decisions. No fucking other people trying to take Sting's job and trying to take Sting's power. Sting's the director of authority. He answers only to Dixie Carter. We only see Dixie Carter in extreme situations where she feels she needs to step in. You know, Dixie Carter coming on Impact should be a big event. It should be like when Linda McMahon shows up on WWE. You know, whenever Linda McMahon shows up, she announces something huge. It's always big. The words Dixie Carter will be here next week should be words that strike fear into every person on that roster. Oh shit, Dixie's coming. That means some shit's about to go down. It should be that it should be that to the fans too. The fans should get hyped every time we hear the words Dixie Carter is coming to Impact next week, because every time Dixie Carter comes, it should be something major. It should be something huge. Oh, for the record, I also have them hire Medusa as the head of the Knockouts division, because I like Medusa, and having a veteran female running the Knockouts division, I think that would be really cool. But anyway, could we just not have any more power struggles? I am sick and tired of the fate of TNA will be decided at this pay-per-view. I'm sick of it. I'm just 6 months where you have one person in charge and nobody's trying to question them, no one's usurping them. Alright. And I could just rant more on that one, but that's all I have to say. I just can't stand the power struggle shit anymore. I'm so done with it. God, it gets on my nerves so much. Anyway, what else? Oh, this one's just a pet peeve of mine. WWE used to do this too, and occasionally still will, but TNA does it a lot, like enough to where it's really, really noticeable. I cannot stand when you have a segment where somebody's like fighting, right, and a guy's getting beat down in a ring, and somebody runs out to help him, and they play his theme music. That does not make sense to me at all. It's like, oh, my brother's getting beat down, I gotta go help him. But first I gotta run to the truck and tell him to get the cue up my theme music. I can't. It's just something really corny. You know, that was something when I was watching that segment on Impact this week where AJ Styles was fighting off Ric Flair and Hernandez, and they started getting the best of him. I'm like, okay, Fortune's coming out because they're gonna get the best of him. Dear God, don't play their fucking music. Don't play their music. I was just happy about the fact that they didn't play the Fortune theme. The Fortune just ran off, chased off Flair and Hernandez. They didn't left it at that. I wish somebody remembered, like, don't play their music when they run in to make the save. Play the music after they make the save. Oh, what else? The Impact Zone. I hate the goddamn Impact Zone. For the love of God, I really hope these Fayetteville tapings went well, and that they do more shows on the road. I cannot. I'm just tired of the Impact Zone. They are just so spoiled and jaded, and I mean, they'll play along, but you know, it's they kind of take the show down for me. What else? The poor use of your veteran talent. I just think I'm not one of these get rid of all the old people. I'm not like these people who are like fucking jumping on Paul Heyman. Yeah, you're over 40, chapter fucking his. I hate those motherfuckers. No, there is a place for veterans. I just feel that they get used wrong. Use veterans as managers. Use veterans as announcers, commentators, ambassadors for your company. Hulk Hogan should not be on TV every goddamn week. Eric Bischoff should not be on TV every fucking week. I don't need Ric Flair up there having matches in wrestling. Actually, can we just keep Hogan off TV altogether? The show is so much better. They don't seem to know how to book a show with Hogan on it where he's not in every damn scene. Like, I wish somebody would put in like a limit, like Hogan's only allowed on TV for 5 minutes. Oh, let's see. What else? Don't know, like Dixie Carter announcing shit on Twitter. God damn it. I hate hearing Dixie Carter say I have an announcement, because it never lives up to the hype. You ever notice that whenever TNA says there's a big announcement on TV, it always lives up to the hype though? Let's point out, if Dixie says it on Twitter, I know it's gonna fail. If they hype it on TV, the big announcement coming, it always lives up to the hype. Every single time. It's like, we're going to Spike TV, we're going to prime time, we going to 2 hours, we signed Kurt Angle, we're moving to prime time on Thursdays. You know, when they hype up stuff on TV, it works. When Dixie hypes it on Twitter, it's always a fail. Every time I heard Dixie Carter say big announcement coming this week, I always kind of just go, oh God, something dumb's about to happen that I'm gonna have to defend for like the next month. month. It always is. It was this week too. It was like, really, that was it? That was your most shocking moment of the year? And was it shocking? To me it was, because when I saw that 3311 promo thing, it felt like Dixie Carter was telling the IWC to go fuck themselves. Just because I think she's as pissed as I am about the whole thing. How just everybody called Booker T, Kevin Nash, and Sting washed up has-beens with nothing to offer when they were supposed to be coming to TNA. But when Booker and Nash show up in WWE and we see the 22111 promo and think it's Sting, suddenly they're all fantastic and everybody says and TNA stupid for letting them go. I think she's as annoyed with the IWC as I am, and she's just trying to piss them off. Like, 22111 came, they didn't give you Sting. Well, fuck it, we'll give you Sting, and we're gonna give you Sting just because I think they did it just to piss the IWC off. Like, we're gonna give you Sting just to piss you off. Anyway, moving on. What else I want to talk about? Other things TNA does that I don't like. Listen to the IWC too much is something I guess I wish they would do. I really wish they would listen to the IWC less. Because the thing I don't like about, why I hate the phrase "listen to your fans," that the fans contradict themselves so much. But what else do I want to mention? Talked about the dumbass power struggles. I talked about Dixie hyping shit on Twitter. Talked about the run-in shit. I'm forgetting something. I can't. What is it? What am I forgetting? Poor use of it. The other guy. I don't like that they don't have a good cycle of talent coming in. Like we have like the same people on TV all the time. Then there's other people who are like gone for months, and I really wish they figured out a better way to cycle in the talent so we get to see people on a regular basis. What else? Sustaining a push. TNA's very notorious for doing this. Get a guy, push him for like 3 months, and then we don't see him anymore. It's like the guy who was just getting pushed is now a jobber. It's like, Jay Lethal was cutting an epic promo with Flair, beats Ric Flair clean in the middle of the ring with a figure 4, and it's like he's losing. Then like a couple months later, he's jobbing out to Jeff Hardy in 3 minutes and losing the X Division title to Robbie E and shit. What else? Magnus is like last week on Impact. Magnus gets destroyed by Hernandez in 3 minutes, but just a month ago he was beating AJ Styles with his own move. What else? What's another example? Crimson, like a month ago he was the big messenger for the return of they, and now, he's squashing not Doug Williams, but Brutus Madness, but he's like, Magnus has a good look and charisma and talent and somebody who could be a star. He shouldn't be getting a job. And that's another thing that TNA does that I don't like. No use of jobbers. You can't, you want to get Crimson over, he needs to squash somebody. Fine. But why Magnus? That's what Sharp Boy's for. That's what Sharp Boy's been for. Sharp Boy is the resident TNA jobber. EY is sometimes a jobber. You have jobbers to use. He could have squashed like Sharp Boy in 3 minutes. You couldn't have got some jobber dude from the indies for him to squash. Go get some random guy, some random dude with some generic name, Joe Sampson, and have Crimson destroy him in 3 minutes. What else? Not standing up for themselves. That's the number one thing that TNA does. It gets on my nerves. The number one thing I hate about TNA. I wish they would stand up for themselves more. I'm not talking about fucking stand up for WWE style and doing promos. I mean, just against the IWC. Just the IWC say so many things about. They just say so many stupid things when it comes to TNA. I just wish once Dixie Carter or people in TNA would call them out on some of their shit just once. I would love if just once Dixie Carter says, like, I actually said this to Dixie Carter on Twitter, and she tweeted and she private messaged me back, said, just agreeing with it. And I was like, I wish she would have the guts to just say that publicly. And what I said to her is, I said, you don't notice how everybody complains about you hiring ex-WWE guys, yet every time somebody gets released from WWE, they all say you should hire them. And she was like, tweet back, like, you know, she was like, thanks, I need you. Like, yeah. I'm like, but say that publicly. Ask that question. I would love to read that on Twitter. Just Dixie Carter ask that question, or things like when people talk about, oh, I could write the show better than you, like, and Dixie Carter said, well, cool, send me 6 months of storylines and TV shows. Send me 6 months of TV shows timed out minute by minute with feuds and storylines, and maybe I'll consider hiring you. I just wish they would stand up for themselves more. Anything else I want to mention in this video? Nah, I think that's about it. I'm good here. So, let's check my time here. I think I gotta be at least a good 15, close to 20 minutes by now. If I think of some other ones that I forgot to do in this video, I'll come back and do another video. I'm at 16 minutes and 7 seconds, so I'm gonna stop right here. Alright, this is the Shadow Ranger. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.